What's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful. How's everybody doing today? In the words of the greatest Ronnie Lott, Super Bowl! Oh my God. Let's just all take a moment and appreciate the journey we've been through the last 6 years to get here. I think Drake had a famous way of putting this. Starting from the bottom, now we're here. Starting from the bottom, now the whole team fucking here. Hey, feels great, baby. Just one win away from ending the quest for six, or as I like to say it, the quest for six, because that's where I'm putting the sixth ring, right here. But it was amazing. I have something very, very special. This right here is confetti from when they shut off the confetti in the sky at the end of the game. Very little actually got to me, but I was able to snag this one piece of confetti, and I will hold on to this forever, and nobody will ever take it from me because I was there. Man, tomorrow will be my 32nd year being a card carrying member of the faithful. And I must say, yesterday or Sunday was by far the greatest Niner game I have ever witnessed live in my entire life. It was amazing. It was awesome. Hey, Jamie, how you doing? So everybody, actually, while we're here, I would actually like to make a special announcement before we get started. I hope I'm saying her name right. If I'm not, just correct me in the comments. But we're going to have Jamie is going to join the Niner Faithful Radio team. I actually haven't talked to her about this, so maybe I shouldn't have announced it on the video. But, oh well, cat's out of the bag. She's going to be writing our game recaps. We're going to go ahead and be putting out her first article for Niner Faithful Radio, officially starting to, and as soon as I get the video sent out and all the stuff set out for the episode group to contact the rest of the people that I have had join the team. We're going to go ahead and put her article up. We're going to go ahead and make her own account, so she'll be able to post whenever she wants to. Please make sure to check out all her work that she does. She's an amazing writer. It is a great piece. Jamie, I just wanted to say, mwah, fantastical, as my brother's grandpa would say. But we out here. It was an amazing game. Just a couple notes that I want to get into before we go ahead and get into the rest of the game. Raheem Mostert. Raheem the Dream Mostert, as I like to call him. I mean, what can you say? Let me pull up the notes real quick. There's quite a few notes on him. So, overall, as a team, the Niners rushed for the most rushing yards in an NFL playoff game since 1940 with 285 net rushing yards. The Chicago Bears had 381 in a 73-0 win over Washington. It just says Washington on December 8th, 1940. Okay, so let me put that in a little bit of perspective for everybody. I don't even think the forward pass had been invented yet. I mean, it had, but let's be realistic. They weren't passing the ball back in 1940. So the Niners basically did something that hadn't been done in 80 years, over 80 years. Oh, well, no, not quite 80 years. Just slightly under 80 years, but are actually way over 80 years, but are less than 80 years, but almost closer to 79 years, whatever. They beat a team 73-0, which is pretty crazy in itself. But I mean, it's almost funny. The last five games felt like more like playoff games than the actual playoff games. I mean, I went out at halftime to go smoke a cigarette and meet up with Hodge and Nick from Nothing But Niners. And, you know, we were hugging each other, basically talking about our plans for the Super Bowl. I mean, Nick wasn't quite as ready to punch his ticket as Hodge was, but me and Hodge were hugging and ready for that George Halas trophy. But yeah, it was amazing to see my football team do something that hadn't been done since 79 years. That's crazy. Mostert had passed quarterback Colin Kaepernick in 2012, the year we also went to the Super Bowl, for the most rushing yards in a postseason game in 49 history. He became the only player in NFL history with 100-plus rushing yards and 3-plus touchdowns rushing in a single playoff half of a playoff game. Most for rushing touchdowns in a playoff game are the most since LeGarrette Blount did it for the New England Patriots in 2013, divisional round against the Indianapolis Colts. Moser is the first player to score 4 rushing downs in a conference championship game in history. And Moser also hit a top speed of 21.87 miles per hour during his first touchdown run, making him the fastest ball carrier in the 2019 NFL postseason, or 2020, however you want to dictate it. Of his 220 yards, 158 came after contact. A couple other notes from the game. Debo had 2 catches and 2 rushes. All 4 of Samuel's touches resulted in first downs. Lakeland Thomason, Joe Staley, nor Ben Garland allowed a single quarterback pressure on the night. And Sherman was targeted just twice. Of course, we know he gave up that big reception to Devontae Adams. And K'Wan Williams led the team with 7 solo tackles on the night, and registered a sack and a forced fumble, his 5th of the year, which leads all defensive backs in the NFL this season. I mean, it was more of a dominating. I don't know how much more we could dominate. We're not going to get into the Super Bowl and predictions and all those type of things. I think y'all know which way I'm going to go. But I got faith in my team. And there is a way we could win this football game. There's also a way we could lose it. But anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll have plenty of time to get into that next week. We'll have nothing else to talk about, literally. But everybody who's watching, go ahead and leave your comments. Let me know. Where were you watching the NFC Championship game? Did you cry? Probably one of the greatest feelings I ever felt those last couple of seasons was being able to hug my Empire Mama, Miss Debbie, Top Hat Debbie, to the rest of y'all. I just call her Mama. But, my Empire Mama, we had watched a lot of bad football. And, to be able to hug her as NFC champions, not NFC West champions, and NFC champions after a 4-12 season. Man, it really does feel like it would have felt in 81, I'm assuming. I mean, there's a lot of magic going on here, y'all. But yeah, let me know where y'all were watching the NFC Championship game. Let me know how you were feeling. Did you cry? Is it the greatest feeling ever? I would only imagine there would be one better. Hopefully we'll feel that in 2 weeks. But I just want to know how everybody was feeling. It was an amazing feeling for myself. I cried. Um, not just so much because of the game and everything like that, but as much as I had battled personally the last couple of years. Um, I started Niner Faithful Radio 3 seasons ago, kind of as a last ditch effort. I recently got out of jail. I had no prospects in my life, no real direction. I had no real goals, just kind of like, oh, go get a job, work, and we're gonna go ahead, and the running game was insane, Jamie. The running game was insane. Uh, I mean, Jamie, have you seen a performance like that? I mean, I guess nobody has since, neither one of us were alive in 1940. But I mean, it was very clear. I remember the first couple snaps I watched, and I really focused on the offensive line. I mean, I think I could have ran through those holes. You could have put a Mack truck through those holes. I mean, they were just this wide, and it was just, I mean, you know, oh, it's just so shocking how we're doing this. I mean, I've never seen a football team be able to do Harbaugh's teams weren't even able to do this. And Harbaugh's teams were a run team first team. They were built on the running game. Harbaugh couldn't even come up with performances like this. I mean, this is insane. Jimmy, what's to say about Jimmy? Look, y'all know the Jimmy G Cool song. Sing it along if you know it. Yeah, I mean, I literally don't think I've seen a team dominate the run like that ever. I mean, not just so much even yardage. Forget the yardage. Yardage, I mean, I'm not going to say that's secondary because it's obviously the most important thing when you're running the ball. But just the way that we were able to essentially punk them and make them our bitch. I mean, I'm sorry to lose the language that I'm losing, and if it offends you, I deeply apologize. But I mean, I don't know whatever way to say that. As somebody who played offensive line in high school and played D line in high school, you got punked. We punked Green Bay. I mean, they knew what we were gonna do, and they still couldn't stop it. That's a sign of a truly dominant team. I mean, it reminds me of the Niners in the '80s and '90s when you knew what we were gonna do, and you still couldn't stop it. And that's the mark of a championship team. And not just a championship team, a team that has chances to win multiple championships. I mean, I personally, I mean, of course I'm gonna say this, I'm not a faithful, but I personally think we're on our way to see another dynasty. I think we might win more in this dynasty. We might win more rings than we did in the first dynasty. I think Shanahan might win more rings than Bill Walsh. I mean, the man is an offensive genius. It's crazy what he can do. I mean, to a team, the Packers could have came in even more motivated than what they did. They talked all that smack about how they're going to be ready for us this time, how they were prepared, how it was a revenge game. Then all Aaron Rodgers could say is, I'm Aaron Rodgers. The game would have been different in Green Bay. Oh, it's different when you're playing in 20-degree weather and and the wind and the Packer fans. And I'm Aaron Rodgers and I don't know how to lose. And I'm mad because the Niners didn't pick me and they keep on kicking my ass. That's exactly how he sounded. Just like that. Like a little girl who couldn't accept that he got his ass whooped. Oh, I'm so fired up, y'all. Oh, I hate the Whackers. I hate Aaron Rodgers. I'll never forget watching that draft and how sorry are you, the 49ers, Dennis O'Donnell saying, how sorry are you, the 49ers didn't pick you. Not as sorry as they're going to be that they didn't pick me. Whatever, get the fuck out of here, Aaron Rodgers. Go sit at home and watch the Niners in the Super Bowl. Although, You did help the Niners get to the Super Bowl. You did win your childhood dream. The Niners are in the Super Bowl, and it's because of you. Also, I want to say real quick, I never thought I would say okay, there we go. Ever love Richard Sherman? I'm sorry, I'll never love him. He'll never be. He's a Niner, but he'll never be remembered as a Niner. He's a Seahawk. Like, let's be real. But bravo, brother. You're a man of your word. You promised that you were going to get us to another Super Bowl. You promised the day you signed. I just shared the video to Niner Faithful Radio's Facebook page. You're a man of your word, brother. Thank you. Thank you, Sherman. I really appreciate you, bro. You really did make up for it. Now let's go get a ring, baby. Go get a ring. Oh, man, it feels so good. So, a couple more things I want to get into before we go ahead and, oh, well, we got time. We got about a half an hour in this video. We are headed to the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm honestly at a loss for words. Now, Jimmy, okay, am I back yet? Jamie, go ahead and comment if I'm back and you can see and hear me. But yeah, screw you, Jimmy haters. He's so awesome that he only had to throw 8 passes and he completed 6. How gangster is that? They knew we were going to throw at 3rd and 8. They knew we were going to throw it to George Kittle, and we still got it done. Let us not forget. Okay, thank you so much. Let us not forget. Here, I'll go ahead and add your comment. Okay. I'll add your other comment right now, too. I'm going to start doing that. That's so dope. But, so, Jimmy is our king. He'll win us our 6th ring. And on that day, the faithful will sing, Jimmy is our king. Awesome, amazing, feels great, baby. Let us not forget New Orleans. Let us not forget Jimmy going toe-to-toe with Drew Brees in the Superdome. I mean, what more do you want the man to do? He will be counted on. We will have to pass the ball this game. Now, I will give you a little tidbit, even though I did say we weren't going to talk Super Bowl because we got plenty of time to do that. I do think that we are going to run the ball, and I do think we're going to have success. I don't think we're going to put up 285 yards necessarily, but I do believe that it'll be a run-heavy game plan. Kansas City is ranked 29th in the league in DVOA, and the Packers are like 23. Oh, it's all good, Jason. No problem, brother. Bang, bang, Niner gang, baby. Let's just all say it one time as loud as we can. Niner gang. Let's get it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add. I have full faith in Jimmy. He's just going to improve over time. Yes, he's going to pass the next game. I have full faith. I bet have faith in number 10. Look, when I got my Jimmy G Cool jersey, that tells you something because I just don't get jerseys of just anybody. I have jersey standards, but I have even more jersey standards. Or no, I have bigger jersey standards than jersey standards. But still, I have full faith in Jimmy. Will we possibly get a Jimmy throw next game? Maybe. maybe not. He didn't throw a pick in the Seattle game, in the battle in Seattle. So I mean, uh, everybody lay off. You know what? I'm so sick and tired of the haters. Fuck the haters. I'm not worried about them. Yet again, I'm sorry for the language, but real spit, bro. I'm so sick and tired of the haters. Hey, you know what? Hate on this, baby. Last time I checked, there's only one team in the NFC. That's the team with the logo right here, baby. That's the only team that's coming out the NFC. I got this tat after a 5-11 season to show my faith in my team. Oh, we've all been through some difficult times. I'm trying not to cry, y'all. I'm going to hold it together, I promise. It's just, I'm still just so shocked. Like, Super Bowl. I called it, if you go back, I don't know if Nick ever posted online, but there's a video we did for the home opening meet and greet in 2018, my first year writing for Nothing But Niners. And I actually predicted that we were going to go to the Super Bowl. I said next year, Super Bowl 54. And I obviously didn't think that Jimmy was going to tear his knee. So I thought that the reps and growing pains that he clearly had, especially early in the season, I thought he was going to be over those, because I thought he was going to go through it last year. But I did say at the beginning of the year, I predicted 10-6. I was wrong. Gladly wrong. Happily wrong. I will get under guess the Niners win total every year and be happy with that. Don't give a damn. But here we're gonna go show Jason's comment too. By the way, happy birthday again, brother. But all the personal things that I've been through, that we've all been through with this football team. Losing to the Jets, that was really rough. I was there. Spent a lot of money on those tickets. Because there were everything that could possibly okay, let me see. I need to get a Niners hat. I keep on planning on it. Then life happens. And Monix go to the more important stuff. Yeah. But you know what, Jason? Ain't no time at the present, baby. Wait till after the Super Bowl and go and get it inked. Go and get yourself inked, bro. Go get your Niner stamp. You know what I'm saying? Women got tramp stamps. We got Niner stamps. But sorry, did not necessarily mean that if you have a tramp stamp, you're a tramp. It's just called a tramp stamp. I apologize if that offended anybody. But yeah, I'm getting pretty loopy here. I'm excited. Getting close to some tears. Trying to fight them back. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit. I thought I'd be all right by now, but I'm a little bit more emotional than I thought. So we're gonna go ahead and end this episode because nobody wants to see. Sorry about that, everybody. It literally booted me out of nowhere. I'm gonna have to complain to StreamYard about that. But before we get out of here today, I would like to welcome Jamie again to the Niner Faithful Radio team. I'm going to go ahead and make an announcement on the rest of the team members next week. We're going to be doing, let me just, of course, make sure that I get the amount right. So we're going to be doing 2 more Super Bowl previews this week, Super Bowl 23 and Super Bowl 16 on this date in Niner history. Please go make sure to check those out. They will be on the date of the Super Bowl, so that would be Super Bowl 23 will be tomorrow. which is, of course, a special day for your boy because that's the day I became a Niner fan. Super Bowl 2016 we will review on Friday the 24th. Also, go ahead and make sure to go check out the video we did yesterday on Super Bowl 19. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in. Before we get out of here, I, of course, would like to remind everybody to join our Patreon's rewards program. For as little as $1 a month, you get special perks like 10% off a Niner Faithful Radio shop, an invite to join me on a segment of Niner Faithful Radio, and so much more. Go ahead and go to patreon.com/Niner Faithful Radio and go ahead and join. Go to SeatGiant.com and use the promo code Niner Faithful Radio, all one word, to save on all theater, concert, and sporting event tickets. Go on and get your Super Bowl tickets. I know that they're pretty expensive. They are like one of the most expensive Super Bowls ever. But you can use the promo code Niner Faithful Radio and get yourself a couple percentage off, as well as help out the show. That website again, Niner Faithful or SeatGiant.com, promo code Niner Faithful Radio. Niner Faithful Radio is now on YouTube, and we are trying to monetize our channel. So to help with that, we have decided to let one lucky subscriber not only win a ticket to a Niner game and come to Empire Row to participate in the best league, tailgate in the league, hands down, but you'll also win a ticket to the Niner Museum to go check out all the Hall of Famers that they have there. And of course, hopefully, if we're blessed enough, go and get a peep at that 6th Lombardi. The winner will be announced as soon as we reach 1,200 subscribers and 4,200 March minutes. We are already up at 1,200 subscribers, or 4,200 watch minutes. So we just need those 1,200 subscribers. Please subscribe. Good luck, everybody. Go Niners. To all you NFL loving fans out there who don't want to follow a page where the administrators are all on your Facebook feed, dancing, showing the man boobies, then go ahead. Do yourself a favor. Search that. Go to Facebook, hit that search button, type in NFL Savage Zone, and give the page a thumbs up. Shop Niner Faithful Radio for officially licensed gear from shop49ers.com, NFLshop.com, Fanatics.com, Target.com, eBay, and much more. Visit NinerFaithfulRadio.com/shop or like us on Facebook and Instagram at Niner Faithful Radio Shop and Twitter at Niner Faithful RS. Visit. We are also just added NFC Championship gear. It is not quite yet on the Facebook page. I will be adding that to Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. But you can go to NinerFaithfulRadio.com/shop and get your NFC Championship and Super Bowl 54 gear. Visit NinerFaithfulRadio.com to read all our blogs from Nothing But Niners, Sports Elite, get all the show notes to all episodes. Listen to our interviews with former Niner Ian Williams and Niner great Roger Craig, as well as see all our sponsorship and advertising packages. That website again is NinerFaithfulRadio.com. If you're listening to us as a podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Music, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, Blueberry, TuneIn, or Castbox, please rate and review as well as subscribe. It really helps out the show. If you're watching on YouTube, please notification bell and leave the video a thumbs up and a comment on what you really helps the algorithm to help us get more viewers into the feed. We've got to remind everybody to participate in our weekly poll for prizes each week on Facebook and Twitter. We will have a weekly poll question. All you have to do to win is like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter or both and vote. That's all you have to do. Now, before we get out of here, one last thing that I do have to do that I forgot. We have the weekly poll question. I decided to ask who is the MVP of the divisional round. Twitter and Facebook, both the same, which is kind of creepy how often that's been happening lately. But with 69% Nick Bosa, 31% Tevin Coleman. Also, we've got to give away the George Kittle MVP, the Kittle Corn MVP of the week. None other than Raheem, the Dream, Mostert. Thank you so much, Raheem. Great story. Much blessings, brother. And we got you still for another 2 seasons after this, baby. Feels great. I shall see y'all tomorrow on This Day Niner History as we review my favorite Super Bowl. Well, all of them are my favorite. For the day I became a Niner fan, Super Bowl 23. I look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. Thank you so much, everybody. Give another round of applause for Jamie for joining the team and welcoming her. I shall see y'all next week or tomorrow, but I'll see you next week on Niner Favorite Radio. Till then, faith, love, and happiness. Go Niners. Get it done, baby. Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl.